What in the wide world of streams?
All right, everybody, we're live. Just make sure that you know that.
All right.
Wait, we have to play the intro first.
Of course.
Are you guys ready? Here, everybody can hear me right now. Here we go.
All right, do a quick review of that there. Is that a cucumber?
What is beer?
All right, welcome everyone to the second episode of the Thursday show.
Technically the first episode of the Thursday show, but the second stream we've done.
The first episode of the Thursday show, excuse me. We are now officially the Thursday show.
Woo!
Thank you for tuning in. I am one of your hosts, Daniel Peacock.
And I'm Michael Kelly.
And joining us today is our other co-host. He doesn't have his wig on this week, so you might not recognize him if you tuned in last week. Also joining us in the background here are two of our great friends, Noah Parker, and our producer slash graphics man slash director, Brent Doolittle.
Everybody text lights to that number there up in the corner to change the lights behind us. That's what I did. That's my contribution.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing he did for this whole thing.
Anyone's even watching.
All right, you can leave now. You'll get your pay next week. Anyways, for today's topic, Michael has a story about some computer woes. Let's hear it.
Alright, so in case some of you that are watching this for the first time or don't really know us that well or know our stories, my computer has been acting up recently. I thought it was
Do you have your laptop?
No, I do not have my laptop on me, but it's been having some video issues, graphics issues, all that sort of stuff, and it started a couple weeks ago. So originally I thought it could have been an update issue because I was still running El Capitan and had not updated to Sierra yet. So I decided to do that, and I was like, alright, that should fix it. Hopefully, we'll just see how it goes. So I updated Sierra, it worked for about a day, and then it started messing up on me again. So I was like, alright, there must be another issue. So I spent about 5 days trying to figure out some of the issues, and sometimes the issues just weren't happening at all, so I have no idea what the issues were then. But then other times it would have issues where it would just freeze and then it wouldn't do anything, or it would have issues loading up at all. It would get like a quarter of the loading bar would come up and then it would just freeze and nothing would happen. At that point I was like, okay, I need to figure out what's wrong with it.
Did you click the link on YouTube?
Anything like that. So I
try that.
I texted my dad, and he knows a guy who works on Mac computers, and the guy said he gave me a couple of things that I could try to see what the issue was, and I tried them, and it did not work.
We may be unavailable.
Yeah, I know.
Whoops. Do we know what the problem is?
I'll just wait and tell the story again.
I'm not even turned
Yeah.
on. Oh, wait, yeah. That's right.
I'm always turned on.
Okay. We're keeping this stream PG.
We're not streaming.
We're trying to.
That is literally
your
least
I'm getting it
favorite
here.
thing to do.
You're getting it on your...
Yeah, I'm getting it on mine. All right, let's.
Did you set up a private link on accident?
You might be right. Wait.
Which would explain why Kennedy can't get over.
Yep, it's private.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
boy.
Start all over?
Stop it.
No.
If you're watching this
we
stream-
can start over now.
Yeah, let's start.
We need to start over.
Okay. All right, everybody. Let's fade it out. We're gonna go right back from the break and try this
Right,
again.
from the top,
Right?
Daddy-o.
From the top.
All right, do a quick review of that there. Is that a cucumber?
What is beer?
All right, everybody.
All
Let's tell
right.
the viewers what may or may not have happened.
So we ran into a bit of a hitch when we tried to start at 9. We had forgotten to set this stream to public. So if you have been watching before now, you're really special and somehow hacked through YouTube. Anyways, if you're just now joining us, welcome to our first episode of the Thursday Show. I am your host, Daniel Peacock.
I'm Michael Kelly.
Joining us is our co-host, Drew Baldwin, there in the back, donning his distinctive hair. And also joining us is our good friend Noah Parker, and running around in the background doing technical stuff and making sure that we stay on air is our director and producer, Brent Doolittle. So, just before we figured out we weren't actually streaming, Michael was giving us the lowdown on some computer troubles he had. Hit it, Jelly.
All right, so a couple weeks ago, my laptop decided it was just going to start screwing up on me. It started out with the issues of just freezing while running After Effects, and then I just had to shut it down and start it back up. And then after a while, it got to the point where it was freezing more regularly, and then I had to shut it down and get it to start back up. At that point, it
I hear the echo. I'm monitoring it, and I fixed it.
Where it stopped, like doing this intermittent, like freezing all the time thing. And then once I would shut it off and turn it back on, trying to get that to work, and it would just get about a quarter of the loading bar up before it would just freeze altogether. So I've been dealing with issues from that.
Hey Daniel, real quick, can you say something into your microphone, because it was echoing really bad, and now it should not be.
1, 2, 3. Take a whiff of me.
And that's good. Okay, good, nice, good one.
All right, sounds like we're good.
All right.
All right, I'm going to continue the story. So originally, I thought it was maybe an update issue. I had still been running OS X El Capitan, and then I thought, okay. I looked and I had an update for OS X Sierra, so I updated that, hoping that would fix it. And for about a day, it was working pretty nicely, and then it decided it wanted to start freezing up on me again, mostly while I was running Adobe products to work on some of my homework. So, and then it had
Speaking of homework, what are we doing right now? Because last time we were alive, we were doing homework, and now we're just goofing off. Is that right?
Well, that's true. Technically, last week we had our homework stream. For now, what we're working on, and unfortunately, Michael's deep-sixed laptop means he's not really able to work on it at the moment, is a little infographic about Harvey, and that probably contributed to your laptop's downfall because it required a ton of layers in After Effects, which will fry just about any computer, really.
I had actually not started working on After Effects with this project. It was during the last project that I had during our the basics of animation project that it started having these issues. It did have a lot of layers in After Effects, which I understand can be very hard on it, but I feel like with as powerful as I tried to make it, it should be able to run it pretty well.
Should we call up Brad to figure out if it's an After Effects thing or what?
It's definitely not just an After Effects thing, because it started to do this even if I was just running Chrome or just simple things like that. Even just one tab in Chrome would get it to shut down, which was not so good. So today I decided I was going to take it to a Mac store to see what the issue was. And so I took it there earlier. They ran a couple diagnostics. They kind of figured out that it wasn't a hardware issue. So I mean, it's got to be something internal software sort of thing. And
there's a ghost in the shell.
Daniel, what pitfalls did you have this week?
Oh boy, let me tell you. Well, last week I suffered quite the blow to my confidence and the inside of my heel.
You want to show everybody?
Let's not.
Please show.
If I do show, can you blur it out?
Yes, but I will have to retreat to my room.
Nah, you don't have to do that.
I'm not going to show everyone, but long story short, I took a flying leap off of my bed, and unbeknownst to me, my belt was laying on the ground, and the belt buckle was facing upward, and when I landed on it, it slammed right into my foot and opened up a nice little hole in my heel.
Was it the sharp part?
No, it was actually not the sharp part. It was the outer, square part of the buckle. So I literally crammed a blunt object, probably this thick, into my foot.
And how many days of tennis did you have to miss for that?
I missed an entire week because of that injury. And earlier today, while we were filming a really awesome segment that you'll definitely enjoy once we show it to you guys later in the show, I kind of re-hurt it, so good job, me.
Time.
You're only doing it for tennis.
I'm only doing it for attention, actually.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
I mean, aren't we all doing what we do for attention?
That's true. I guess that's the nature of live streaming. Tune in next week and I'll injure myself on stream.
Live on stream.
Only if you donate.
Speaking of doing weird things on the stream, so for those of you just tuning in, we have a whopping 3 people right now watching.
Whoa!
So for all of you at home,
I think
A
they're
whole
all in the
3?
room.
for all of you at home, and
All of
I
them.
think
I'm
2
pretty
of
sure
them
they're
are
all
sitting
in the
right
room
next to
right
us.
now.
But for all of you watching, actually all 3 of them might be coming from this room.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I've
they
got
are.
it up right
Probably
here.
talking to ourselves right now.
Well, that's okay. We need to talk to ourselves and not to the camera,
Yeah.
boys. Okay, anyways.
Have we talked
So-
to the camera? I'm pretty sure we've been talking to each other pretty
Daniel
well.
was.
I've been talking straight into the camera practically
Yeah.
the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Well, I
anyways,
kept looking at the TV,
That was pretty directional.
not at everyone else.
So last week, if any of you who are watching this on the DVR remember, Michael took his shirt off for $1.
Oh.
So this week, what if anybody watching this stream sees this and wants to give us $1, what would you do?
No, it's
return.
the donation price has gone up actually. For $1, it's almost nothing, but I think we should continue to bring the price.
Well, that's
up.
no fun.
If you bring us
It's
$1,
still $1.
I'll wear my shirt like this
the whole
for about 5
Am I
minutes.
going to need to get my sensor bar
time.
back
Oh, sorry.
out?
Yeah.
What would it take to do that the whole time?
That's going to be about $5 because that's kind of straining on my neck, and I have enough injuries as it is.
Fair enough. Drew, what would you do?
You don't want to know.
We don't want to know, but the viewers at home want
The
to know.
viewers definitely want to know.
The 2 viewers. Oh, we
I don't
lost
know.
a viewer.
Put it in layman's
We
terms
lost
for
a
me.
viewer.
Who logged off YouTube?
Oh,
Aw.
you guys, our numbers are failing. Get on YouTube.
All right, I'm gonna get on it right now.
Not you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right, I think some more people just tuned in. We're saying what I would do if you brought me $1. I don't think it abides by the YouTube standards, so yeah, bring $1 and see what happens.
It would have to be off stream. We couldn't
Alright.
show it.
Yeah, we'll
Just
we'll
bring
have
us
to
$1.
We'll have to go to a commercial break, and it'll be a private show for whoever brings $1.
That's when we'd show the segment. So if you want to see
We
the
do
segment,
custom
watching,
live
that
shows
means you.
for people
We
who
have
bring us
families to
dollars.
feed.
So Michael Kelly's gonna take his shirt off for $1.
nah, the price is now $5. I've done my $1.
Oh boo! Okay, bring $1. He'll probably do it anyways. For me, $1.
Are you trying to pimp me out? Are you trying to be my pimp?
Yeah.
Hey, this can I reiterate that this is going to be a PG-13 stream, TVMA
It's
14,
moved up.
TVMA is a lot different
Okay,
than PG-13.
14MA.
Yeah, you can say sugar honey iced tea on TVMA now, right?
You probably
yeah.
can.
Sugar honey ice.
I thought you were allowed to say fire truck without the middle letters on primetime TV now.
Only you can, but it bleeps it out still. Like it brings down the volume. So a show,
Caleb Perney, instead of sending in the YouTube chat like a normal person, says you have worse ratings than the radio, which is pathetic, but at the same time, I want to say probably untrue.
Is
And
Caleb
also-
Perney watching right now?
Probably.
and
He's-
also
Oh, we have 5 people watching.
We
now.
just
I think,
recently
hello to the
started
Mac
doing
Lab
this.
people who are just tuning in.
Perney, we just started doing this show. You've had the radio for 3 years now.
3 years. The radio's been on. The radio's been going for since like the 80s.
Yeah, but Perney's
That was a
been
boring correction.
keeping track of numbers
You're
and
right.
listeners and things like that over his 4 years now. 3 years that 3 full years that they've been doing it. This will be his 4th year that he's been keeping an eye on it. So I just want to point out that with the same amount of time to grow, we'd probably have the same amount of views.
This is turning into a roast session, and I don't want this to be a roast session.
That's not what I meant it to be, but if Bernie's going to roast us, I'm going to fire right back.
Can you go get that?
Bring my hat.
Jesus Christ,
Anyways, so talking about cursing on TVMA rated shows.
Did it? Live on stream. Did anyone else?
Oh my God!
I just I'm gonna back up in the DVR and watch that again. So
right. So is it gonna cut us off if you're doing that? Or
no, I'm watching it on my computer. One of my many computers.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
See, does the Radio Lab have budget for multiple computers? Drew, move your head a little bit. Look at how many. There's a comment. We got to read the comment.
Who commented?
Mark Stair says, "I want Drew to do a handstand."
You'll have to donate.
Is that
the
your
viewers have spoken?
Is that your $1?
That is my $1, Mark. You have to
Mark
come
Stair
to
for
Party
$1.
D,
Drew needs
bring
$1.
$1. I will take my shirt off and do a handstand.
Ooh.
Dang.
Getting multiple
That's like a
text
side
messages.
dish. He takes his shirt off.
wow.
Caleb Perney has been the first person live on stream to change the lights, everybody.
Woo! Yeah, Perny!
If anyone wants to change the lights, the number is up there. Up in the
changing
corner.
the lights doesn't make
Bada
the
bing,
radio
bada
show
boom.
any better.
But yeah, anyways, talking about the whole, you can't say some things on TV shows. There was a pretty big controversy in The Walking Dead, if anyone still watches that,
Yes, definitely watch it.
about at the end of one season, Rick Grimes was supposed to drop the big F-bomb. And they actually recorded him saying it, but the executives kind of shut him down and said, no, you can't do that. So they changed it to the classic sugar honey iced tea. So what's your take on that? That was going to be a pretty big moment for fans of the comic books. It was kind of a well-known quote from the comic books, and it was, they had hyped it up a lot, and at the last minute they kind of had to change it. So what's your take on that?
Can you remind us which episode that was in?
That was the one where they're, spoiler alert, they're captured by the cannibal people, and they lock them in the train car.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, Rick goes, well, actually, no, what they changed it to was, we'll teach them to not screw with us.
So anyways.
I think if they had kept the word in there, it would have been a much more powerful moment, considering they hadn't really used that word much throughout the rest of the show. If used properly, words like that can make a moment more, like, hit you harder sort of thing. You kind of understand the gravity of the situation. I don't think it's necessary as an all the time kind of thing, but I think if used artistically in that sense, it can be pretty powerful.
All right, so Drew has his wig on backwards, or it looks like, which must be pretty itchy. And I think that's because he's itching to tell us a story about how he parked next to someone the other day.
Oof, owie.
Someone who shall
We're
remain
We're not going to
nameless.
mention the name.
No name.
No
It's
names.
just
Your identity's safe with
Okay.
us.
Here,
Parking
give me
person.
my storytelling hat.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I need to get my hat.
I need to get a hat.
Alright, so I pull in.
I don't have one. I need
pull
one.
in
I need to put on underwear.
2 nights ago to the parking lot behind the village. There was one parking spot left at the time. And I will not say the name of whoever it was because I know who it was. Was parked on the white line. On the white line. So what do?
It's not cool for him.
I get as close to them as possible. I was probably like a centimeter away from their car and had to crawl over the other seat to get out. But what makes this funny is I came in here and we were like, oh, let's go look at it, like take pictures, whatever. As we're taking pictures, said person starts walking our way at like 10 o'clock at night. And so we like run to Brent's car to try to make it look like we're looking at his car. But yeah, that's my story. And it's not really that funny, but
It prompted
You had to be
something.
there.
It prompted something, though.
It
It made us
Definitely
decide.
prompted something.
It made us decide that we wanted to go out into the parking lot and review parking jobs. So,
Should wait till there's more viewers.
Yeah, how many views do we have?
should we wait till we have more viewers?
I think we should wait till
We'll,
they
Yeah,
we'll
we
give
can
it
do
a
it
we'll
multiple
give them
times.
something to look forward to.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. So stick around for those of you who want to see what we did in retaliation to this person's parking job.
And also, if that was your car, feel free to come on the podcast or the stream and defend yourself, because we'll give you an audience.
However,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not naming names.
We're not going to
So
name names.
we'll blur
yet.
you
Who
out.
you are.
So if you know who you are and you're just happen to be watching this, feel free to come. on
We'll put our delicious nuts censor bar over you
Yeah.
the whole time and change your voice so you won't know who.
So, Delicious
You are.
Nuts Parker, if you want to defend yourself, bring it.
Yeah.
Not Noah Parker.
It was not Noah. It was
You mean Noah
I
Parker?
don't have a mic.
You want my mic?
No.
I don't talk.
lights.
Oh, great.
Oh boy, it's about to get lit.
When you're about to
Literally.
use that Siri.
Mark Stair says he's doing homework now, but he said we should add a link for donations. And if we knew how, I would probably
I have like
Still
a,
We
wouldn't,
will,
'cause that's
we
kinda-
will definitely figure that out as we go.
They could send it via Snapchat, because apparently Snapchat lets you send money now.
I would not trust
That
money
is
on
scary.
Snapchat. We'd have to set up like a PayPal or something like that to accept donations.
I'll give my bank account number.
On live and
Speaking
on
of
stream.
banks,
He's also going to give his routing number, so if anyone wants to send stuff to it, feel free.
speaking of banks and money, Drew and I, at the beginning of this semester, bought into the stock market, which is a huge step financially for me because I have no idea what I'm doing with my
Ooh,
money.
look at me.
So I don't know
I'm
which direction the
adulting.
step is in. But anyways, Drew and I both bought into the stock market. And Drew, how is your stock doing today?
Let me pull up. We're not sponsored by Robinhood, but they're pretty good at. Today I've lost $1.46. But in the past week I'm up 40 cents. But
That makes sense.
in the past 3 months I'm up $8.22. So
I wish there was a way for us to show this.
This month has been pretty good for me, but today was not.
Yeah, my stocks are all over the place,
So
as you can see.
Well, that's
Can you
what
see
happens when you play a
Kind of
game.
looks like a dinosaur.
That's good though, because the dinosaur is like, woo.
It's one
the
of the
dinosaur
long
was
necks.
eating out of the trees instead of drinking from the river. That's
All
what
right.
you want.
Let's not speculate here.
Were we speculating?
I was. Were you?
He was making a statement about your graph.
I was doing a Jurassic Park analysis of your stock market graph.
Guys, we have 6 viewers right now. I think that's an all-time high.
We had 8 last week.
All right, if you guys can recruit 2 more people to watch the show, we will show you what we did in the parking lot.
Tell all your friends.
Send
Bring
the
them
link
on.
to all of your friends.
Send the link to all of
Just
your friends.
where's the link?
Send
It's
it.
a stream
Where's
or a
the link at?
timeshare.
I got you.
There's a tweet that Brent and I sent out earlier.
Drew doesn't use Twitter.
How do I get the link?
The
I got you,
Neanderthal.
homie.
I know, right?
I will hit you up with the homie.
What a
link.
20th century man.
I think Peter just texted me. He said he's watching.
Nice. Peter
Wait,
Mermillion?
Mermillion? Is that who?
Peter Mermillion? Okay, Drew has timed out. And he will return.
Drew.exe has stopped working.
Drew will be back
Hold on.
later.
I'm reading something because there's Peter just sent something.
Peter isn't like the disciple?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
Peter Mermillion.
Oopsies. Oopsies.
Okay.
That was an accident.
Okay.
There's our
All right, we're
transition
back,
if you're
we're back.
interested.
That was a very short break. How was it, guys?
Well, I did my taxes and finished all my homework, so
That's quite impressive.
yeah, my legs hurt now.
You're always hurting.
That's
Hey,
true.
Brent, can we call some? Can you do the call-in thing?
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Do
gonna
you,
try to
do you want to call Peter?
I'm gonna try to get him. I'm gonna try to call him Peter.
All right. Oh, wait.
Does he want
needs
to be a part of the show?
you would need to plug your phone in, and he would need to. It's complicated. Also, my fly's undone.
I'm
Peter.
glad you just now figured out your fly was undone.
Yeah, at least I didn't figure it out on stream live.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well, you could have been standing in front of the camera and realized it. So at least you were off to the side and
Yeah.
then fixed it. So
Uh,
it didn't just look like you were digging at your crotch.
You could just put him on speaker and put him up to your microphone.
That could get interesting.
While we're getting that
there's a
arranged,
small bit of delay on the stream, so unless he Hangouts called me, then yeah.
All right, don't put it that close.
Peter, what's up?
Not much, man. I'm just sitting here watching your show.
Heck yeah.
How did you find this show?
I don't even know. I don't know what shape that. Like, it literally just like popped up.
Ooh, Samuel Grimes is watching. Say hello to Indiana, everybody.
What's up,
Hey
Indiana?
there, Indiana.
Live on Brent Doolittle's something. So so here I am.
Sweet. Well, glad you called in.
What do you want us to do, Peter?
We're glad to have you on, by the way.
We're kind of desperate for ideas for things to do right
We
now.
actually planned this quite well, but we lost the paper. We wrote everything down.
Actually,
Yes.
oh yeah, you're right.
We did.
This is what I was
For
doing in
all
Christ
the
and
new
Culture.
viewers like myself, you can recap what your show is.
Oh.
Because I had no clue. I literally just clicked on a link and here I am. So.
Alright, well, we can recap. We're going to show a parking lot scene.
Eventually.
We need to catch up, so I'll call you later.
Okay, well, I'll continue watching. but-
Alright.
Awesome.
Perfect. Stay tuned
Alright.
because things are going to get pretty wild later.
Anybody who wants to come visit us, head over to Party Sweet D. We're the Sweet D Party boys.
Point out that it's open dorm hours.
It is open dorm hours for us,
in the village.
not for
so-
web, because they're heathens or whatever.
Yeah.
But the
Use
village.
plebeians and
Yeah,
web.
anything with
village.
air conditioning has open dorms right now, except for Heart.
Heart.
So, suck it, Heart.
That really breaks my.
Anyways, come on
Heart.
by, stop on by, talk to us about some stuff. You can sit in the humiliating chair next to Daniel.
Yeah, that's the guest chair, so...
And
It's
we'll give
comfy
you
in
an A
theory.
late.
It is quite comfy.
And we'll give you an A late if
yeah.
you come on by.
Yes.
So-
A8.
I think we should talk about what the show is, because Peter's right.
Ghost
Yeah.
stories. I think we should just do ghost stories.
You think we should...
That's it.
I think we
All
should actually
from
do
here on
toast
out.
stories.
From now
I
on.
think you should do the
Roast-
Thursday show thing
roast
and show
stories.
everyone what this is.
Oh, yeah, we'll
Okay.
show you our
All
sick
right,
intro
I'm gonna
designed by
replay.
our
We're gonna replay the intro for
producer.
anybody watching.
We're not
now.
re-introing the show.
Everybody be quiet.
All right, do a quick review of that there. Is that a cucumber?
What is beer?
So yeah, that
Welcome,
was our
everybody.
intro.
Oh, sorry.
I spent a lot of time.
All right,
working
welcome
on
to the
that.
Thursday show, everybody.
Someone just texted lights. Yeah.
Oh.
You're right. I actually
We
don't
did.
even have that number saved.
Wow.
Oh. Ooh.
So whoever that is.
So
Is it
also
you
send your
talking?
name after you text.
Oh
it.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. It's all automated.
I know.
And your bank account number,
Social
And
Security,
your mother's maiden name, date of birth, all that stuff.
your favorite pet.
Talk about
everything we could ever need to just get to know you better.
All right, we have 7 viewers now, guys. So I think now is as good a time as any to show the long-awaited parking lot treatment that we gave. So Drew, if you want to recap for those of you just tuning in, what happened and what we're
I'll
doing now.
recap real quick.
Okey-dokey.
So yeah, we've had some parking trouble. People parking on the white lines. I'm getting them back by parking as close to them as possible, so they have to back out to let others in. So yeah, we did a little segment on just rating people's parking.
We went out and we tried to find the best and the worst parking jobs on campus. So if we are ready now, I will roll the clip and mute all of our microphones.
I think
And
we're
what
ready
an
to go.
adventure it was.
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Daniel Peacock. I'm here at the Thursday show. I'd like to ask you, why are you wearing a poncho?
Well, I thought it might rain.
All right, that's the weather segment with Noah Parker. What do you think of little Illinois here, Michael?
They did okay. I mean, they're pretty close to the white line on the passenger side, and they're kind of at an angle, but they did okay.
Yeah, I'd say
They're
they
not
have
great.
15 degrees of error there, but that just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Here we have someone attempting a park right now. Let's
Right
see how
now.
they do. All right, he spotted himself a spot. I'm not sure how good of a fit it is. It looks like he's going to try to back in there.
Wait,
oh,
no.
wait.
No, he's
Maybe
pulling
not.
towards. Oh,
Well,
he's
there certainly is
Oh.
a spot.
and he's pulling on the
And
sidewalk.
and-
He's
well,
pulling on the
he's-
sidewalk.
He's in there.
He's definitely on the sidewalk.
You know, as unconventional as it is, That's a pretty solid parking job.
Yeah, not bad.
Shout out to you, sir. Let's have your name. What's your name again?
I'm Drew, the gnar shredding mountain biker, dude. Park wherever I want, man.
All right. That's Drew, the gnar shredding mountain biker. Park wherever I want, man. And it looks like he's done a pretty good job. I'd say that's only about a 2-degree angle of error there. The tires are lined up nice on the driver's side. It looks a little, it's favoring the driver's side a little bit thanks to the angle of incline. But, all in all, I'd say it's a well-done parking job.
I'd say it's pretty solid. Like, if he gets a ticket, do we pay it? Do we have to pay the ticket? Just out of curiosity.
We dip into our Jake's stripping donations to pay for this ticket.
I donated that $1 elsewhere. So this is our editor, producer, whatever we want to call him, camera, car person. This is a terrible take. Here's our producer's parking job. He's definitely closer. He backed into the spot, which is pretty impressive, to be completely honest.
Yeah, that adds to the overall parking score right off the bat there.
But unfortunately, he's a lot closer on his passenger side than he is on the driver's side.
And he's a little deeper than you normally want to be when you're backing in. He's quite close to this retaining wall here, and he's not lined up with some of the other cars in the lot. A lot of what we're looking for is how well you can conform to the parking around you. That was Drew Shred Mountain Biker, I park wherever I want, man. On his way to go shred some more mountains and park in more places that he wants to. Here we have our back escort.
I don't think that's regulation speed.
I'll have to agree. I think they're taking that turn a little too recklessly.
Also, it's very orange.
Well, you see, it is a Milligan College backhoe. Therefore, it has to conform to Milligan College color standards. Results show it. Oh. We can cut that, right?
Guys, I don't know if it's going to rain today.
Well, you can always hope. The good Lord rewards those who are faithful.
1 second you're the fool wearing a poncho. The next it's pouring and everyone's like, well, gosh darn, where's my poncho? I should have been more like Noah.
There's a biblical story kind of like that. This isn't the worst parking job I've seen. It is roughly at the angle of, well, it's pretty much parallel parked at this point. It seems to have totally forgotten that parking lines are a thing. I'm honestly speechless. Let's get your expert opinion here.
I mean, aren't Priuses environmentally friendly or something?
Supposedly, but this is not very friendly to my eyes.
Well, I don't think it's about the eyes, Daniel. I think it's about the roads.
That seems to be the answer.
Well, folks, here we have a true paragon of the parking world. This black Jeep seems to have totally nailed the entrance. They are lined up quite well. I'd say there's pretty much equal distance on either side to the white lines. They have the Milligan license plate. That's obviously pandering a little bit, but who doesn't do that? Let's be honest. So what's your take on this, Noah?
That makes no logical sense for this leaf to get behind this tire. There's not even a tree. That tree doesn't have that leaf.
Yeah, that tree's
had it at one point.
Well, yeah, but that tree's leaves are alive. This leaf is.
This car's clearly been off campus.
Somebody's been selling leaves to Milligan students. Tune in next week, and we'll run an expose on this leaf dealer.
More like leaf stealer.
All right, we're back, everybody.
Everyone.
Welcome back.
Feel free to send your responses into the comments there.
Wow.
All right. We have our Ale 8s now.
Yeah.
Once again, not actually sponsored, but please sponsor us.
Everybody hold up your Ale 8s.
They're so tasty you'll forget your own name.
That's
You'll
not
even
true.
spill it all over yourself
Drew, are you?
accidentally.
Even though it's cold, it's warming my soul. Anyways, we were going to talk about Aliens, as one of our viewers suggested. And let me tell you, Aliens by James Cameron
Aliens.
is one of the few sequels to a successful movie that is better than the movie it is a sequel of. Alien is a really good movie. Aliens literally takes that and just doubles the awesome.
So I actually need to watch those movies. I haven't actually seen them, but I've heard that they're super good. So I definitely think we should do that sometime.
They're excellent. The original Alien literally made horror films like a mainstream, like, successful genre, as opposed to just like little cheap B movies.
Okay, so real quick, can we just interject about how much fun we had shooting the segment we just showed? Everybody?
That's true. It was pretty entertaining. Expect a lot more of those sort of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though I did kind of re-injure my foot at the end
If
there.
you're watching, comment on how you think that went.
Comment on other things you would like to see our content.
Aaron
like that.
says Noah should wear a poncho every day. And I agree. I mean, I think that was probably the strongest part of that whole entire segment.
It made the
Poncho
whole
Man.
segment.
Poncho Villa, more like Poncho Village.
More like Pancho
Go,
Noah.
go home, Brent. Go.
My home's
go
right
home.
there.
No. Back to Lexington.
I don't.
Go home.
You guys are mean to me.
Leave your whole stream up for us. Leave everything here.
We're gonna be right
just
back
drive.
and talk about some things real quick. Guys, I don't like how you're being so mean to me.
Okay, I don't think they can hear us anymore.
Okay, yeah. So can you please just not roast me so hard? I don't.
But you're like a tenderloin.
Brent.
You're better roasted.
Brent, grow up and take it.
I don't
Yeah,
like
take it like a man. Okay.
I don't like how you're talking to me, and I really. All right, guys. I
Wait,
think
can they hear-
we've
can-
kept the
wait,
views
can
waiting
they-
long enough. We need. Let me go
Oh,
unmute.
gosh.
Let's go unmute the microphones real quick and come back. All right, 3, 2, and all right, and we're back.
I'm trying to squeeze
Welcome
that two
back
back.
to the
Welcome back.
Thursday
Sorry about
show.
that.
Sorry about that break. We just had a little bit of a technical difficulty.
Sorry about
All
that
close
minor.
families have conflict. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We all love each other.
No, that was definitely just a technical difficulty. We weren't arguing over our mics and things like that.
Hey, Daniel, can you please make sure that your Ale8 can is turned so that the logo is facing it? Thank you.
And you have to drink it at like.
They're not paying us 38 cents per minute for nothing.
Hashtag not an ad.
Hashtag I made that up because we're not actually getting paid.
Yeah,
Hashtag
please
we're
don't
definitely
sue
not
us,
getting paid.
LA.
And
The
there's
only-
actually water
We
in
would
this.
actually like to get paid though, Ailey.
Did you know that Red Bull does that? They actually put water in their cans when people like drink a Red Bull on the stand, like on the podium or whatever.
Oh, yeah. No, totally.
Oh, yeah, because that's dangerous if you just have Red Bull all the time.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
that I knew a kid in high
Yes.
school.
You can't just
They
casually.
literally almost died.
You
'cause
can't
they
just
drank
casually
3 of
drink a
those
Red
in
Bull.
day.
It's
I-
dangerous.
I remember
Oh,
the
no.
first and last time I had a Red Bull. I was like 12 years old, and we were playing a little minor league baseball game. Hey, hey, Snapchat! Everybody say hi to Snapchat here.
Hi, Snapchat.
Anyways, so I was like 12, and we're playing a minor league, little baseball game, and one of the dads on the team just like brought a case of Red Bull, and was like,
How
you
old
know
were
what would be
you?
great is if our kids had like
today.
were jacked up on roids, pretty much, like was what this was. So basically, I died. that
How
day.
old were you when this happened?
I was like 12.
Brent.
Oh man, giving a bunch of 12-year-olds some Red Bull.
Yeah,
does not
and
seem
we
like the
won
best
that
course
game.
of
We
action.
crushed the Reds, dude. We were the Yankees.
But right
Hey,
afterwards,
it's Mitchell Hancock.
they crashed. Mitchell Hancock.
Everybody
And
say hi to
Matthew
Mitchell
Abraham.
Hancock and what's your name? Matthew Abraham, everybody.
Matthew Abraham.
Step into the frame here.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Come step in the
Oh,
frame
and
here.
our one and only
We have
donor.
graphics now. Look,
No,
Abraham.
it's not. He wasn't the donor. It was Jake.
Yeah, that's Jake right there.
we have graphics.
Oh, yeah. That's Jake.
And
Yeah.
Jake,
Yeah.
Jake.
You're right.
We have upgraded due to your donation.
Huh?
What camera do you use?
It's that webcam right there, not the one with the light on, the one next to it.
My generous contribution.
Pretty much.
Because of Jake's
have a-
contribution, we were
currently
able
have
to
an
afford
offer.
graphics. We hired Brent.
We currently have an offer for Mike or for Drew to do a handstand on the table if Mark Stair gives him $1. So Mark
He's got
Stair
to come up
says
here in person.
he's doing homework
Yeah,
right
it
now.
has to be him.
But yeah. So anyways, All right, do you guys want an ale 8?
Yes, that was promised an ale 8.
Okie dokie. Matt, do you want
They're pretty good.
What about
not
you?
mad.
Yeah, hopefully not everyone takes us up on this
An
because
ale
we'll
8.
run out.
It's
We're
a
gonna run
soda.
out real quick. You can only get these things in Kentucky, so it's contraband.
And
if you
select
smuggle
parts
them across
of
the line.
Isn't there actually like a spot hidden
select
somewhere we
food
can get them
city
in Tennessee?
stores.
What?
You gotta
Is there like a
open
gas
it on
station you can
camera.
get 'em
Something
from in
really
Tennessee
loud,
somewhere?
I'm just kidding, you don't have to.
Magic
You want-
I actually don't
Abraham.
know. I haven't tried to look around for the L8.
The Thursday
But,
show.
I know Dr. Enough is
Hey,
only a
guys.
Tennessee thing.
Yeah, it is actually.
If you
Yeah.
haven't tried it, you
It was
should
just the
definitely
first
try
font that popped up. I was like, I like it.
That is your
So,
favorite font.
yeah,
You're right.
those are our plugs.
And Oswald.
Sponsor us,
Oswald is pretty
please.
great. I'm using Oswald in my.
Today's broadcast is not brought to you by L8
Or Dr.
You want to bet?
or anything.
We
But
bring
they
ale 8
didn't hurt.
to the broadcast.
Yes. All right, we want Mitchell to sit down in here with us. And
Mitchell,
give us
bring
an
up the
honest-
chair.
We have our
He-
first guest.
He's
of
going to
the,
give us an honest.
Okay, you
Yeah.
have to talk.
No, you're not. We have guests all the time.
Yeah, but
You're.
the first
I
guest
mean,
tonight.
this is nothing. This is
first guest of the
nothing,
night.
guys.
Alright,
This
yeah.
is nothing.
So you have to give us your.
Hancock,
Give us your.
Where in Mexico are you from?
Puebla, Mexico.
Puebla, Mexico.
This just in, we had a viewer spike when Mitchell walked into the room.
Oh.
From 5 to 8. So Mitchell, we
Yes.
appreciate your I don't know.
I think
Your
he
presence.
just became a permanent part of the show.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
delicious locks.
Kind of like how
Yes.
Stampede had Kayla Baker,
Yes,
and
the
every
Kayla
time we had
County.
Kayla Baker, we went up in viewers. Hey, it's Matt.
Ariel said you better come say hey. She hasn't seen you in weeks. Wait, Ariel's in there? Yeah.
Bring her in here.
Bring her in here.
Yeah, bring it here.
Let her be on,
she really
let her be
All
on the
right.
screen.
All right, fine.
It's not like cameras are scary or
Well,
anything.
Mitchell, when you come back, we'll talk to
There goes
you
our
about.
viewers.
Give us
stuff.
your review of Ale8 when you come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us how you like it.
Yes.
We expect a fully scored and well-written review.
Did you say Witten?
All right.
Well,
Witten.
Now, folks, please stay with us. Mitchell will be back momentarily.
Yes.
Don't leave.
Don't leave, please.
Please don't leave.
We
Mitchell
love you
will be
all
back,
so much.
and we will talk to him about something that I have written down on here. Yeah, we'll talk to him about something.
All right, real quick, while he's out, everyone tell your most tragic pet story. Go, Drew.
When I was 4, my dog got ran over. My uncle ran my dog over. Like,
Dang.
oh, geez. When I was
That's really sad.
Had two, uncle.
You have 2 uncles?
No, it's like, this is a joke from like Julius Caesar. You know, et tu, Brute, et tu, uncle.
All right, Caleb's texting me, but I can't keep up with the Caleb texting.
So
and
I'll go ahead and give my sad pet story.
Okay, I call next,
Okay.
and I know Daniel has a good one, so we're gonna let him go last.
Daniel for
All right,
last.
yeah. So when I was 5, I got a pet newt. For those of you that don't know what a newt is, it's like a salamander. Had a bright orange belly.
Wait, where do you get these?
I was actually given. Someone actually gave it to me as
Did
a
they
gift.
catch it wild, or did
I-
they?
Actually, don't know the situation of how it was caught or anything like
Okay.
that.
It came to America
But
looking for
anyway.
work.
It was given.
What
to me when
happened
I
to
was
your
really young.
gecko?
Anyways, shh, Brent.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
I know this is a tough time.
yeah, so I had it for about. Let's see. Oh, I named it Dog because I really wanted a dog, but I named it Dog the Newt. No, I was 5 when I got this. 5 years old.
I'm getting a phone call from Zach Green, but I can't take it.
Yeah,
okay.
he's taking it.
So,
Continue with your story.
So over the years, I had it for about 10 years, 10 or 11 years. So
You had it 11 years.
I had a newt for 11
years.
years, guys. 11 years. These things don't normally live this long.
I thought they lived like 2 years.
Normally they do, but this thing lived 11 years. It got out of its tank a couple times when I was in like middle school. Like it just climbed out. It was we found it wandering around the house at one point, just covered in dust, and that's not good because they're amphibians and they need water. So he was just covered in dust because we had been looking for him all day or for a little bit, and then we just found him. He was out in the hallway. Well, as my family moved to a new house when I was in like sophomore year of high school, and the newt moved with us. It was fine for a while, but then it started to get really sick. I didn't do a great job of keeping track of feeding dog, but But yeah, I take responsibility for not being great at keeping up with feeding him. I don't know if it was a him. I assume it was a him. We didn't actually check. I don't know. I really don't know how I would go about checking a newt. Please don't send me articles about how to do that.
Time to figure it out.
One time my friend gave, like, he had lizards, like
he was
little
gay?
tiny lizards. Yeah. He gave me this jar that had 2 lizards in it, and then he was like, hold on to these for a little bit, and then I'll get them like when we come back from school. And then I lost them.
Dang.
Actually, it sounds like they ran away.
I opened the jar up to let them run around or whatever because they wanted to.
That was the problem.
And then they ran away, and I never saw them, and I didn't even tell him. He didn't.
He probably didn't care. So
He thought I just kept them or something. Anyways, so I have a tragic
I
pet story.
actually wasn't done, and you interrupted me halfway through my
I will
story.
mute your mic.
Do it.
Okay, never mind. Keep going.
So yeah, I forgot to feed it. It got sick. It started, like, you could start seeing its bones through its skin. Not entirely because I was forgetting to feed it, but also it had like bumps on it, like that aren't normally there, like big white bumps, not just bones coming through or anything like that, but like
Rebecca
big
wants
white
a
bumps.
shout-out.
Okay, I think that's a shout out right
Rebecca.
Okay.
All right. So
Merry Christmas.
after a while, the newt died, so we had buried it out in my backyard. So also my voice cracked. I'm not actually that torn up about it. I just want to. Yeah, we just buried it in the backyard.
I am. All right, Brent, let's hear it.
All right, so this isn't actually that tragic, but one time my dog got hit by a car, and I'll tell you why it's not tragic, because he's still alive today. It's pretty spectacular. Okay.
Talk about your cat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually I don't want to see. Like, I don't want us to lose viewers. We're like.
Yeah, but the goal was sad pet stories.
One time I had to pee, so my dog got hit by a car. Now let me connect those 2 points there.
He peed on his dog and it ran into traffic.
I had to pee so bad, and I was up at the time. I was on vacation in Pennsylvania at this house that my grandparents owned. Has one bathroom. So my mom was taking a shower or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I had to go to the bathroom. The bathroom was in use, and I needed to go. So what there is there is a creek, like directly to the left of the house. So I walk out and I'm like, and I hop into the creek. So I jump into the creek and it's like there's retaining walls that are like 6 feet high on either side. What's happening right now? Why are you all laughing?
Look at the comments. There's a North story after I tell this story.
Shout out. We'll get to that in a minute. So this happens at the same place. So basically, I go down the creek, but I don't want people looking in because the level is right up at my eyes. So I go under this bridge that goes under a road, like a major road, like it's like a national highway or something. And I go under this bridge, and I go just about halfway through, and I start to pee. But what I didn't realize at the time was that my dog, so when I opened the door to go out, my dog got out, but I thought he was just going to go back inside or hang around. Well, he followed me, but he couldn't jump down into the creek, so he had to run, and when he saw me going under the bridge, he thought I was going all the way under, so he decided to run across the road. And when he ran across the road, all I heard was I was in the middle of peeing, and I heard a car honk, and then I heard the dog go, like, I don't know how to do a dog whimper.
Like a yelp, like a...
I can't do it. I can only do turkey call.
Daniel did it. He made that sound that Daniel just made. And then I was like, oh no, do I finish peeing? Or what? So
Do I stay or do I go now?
That's rude. I finished peeing because I was an awful person. And I went up to see what had happened. And I looked up and there was nobody.
You can
come in.
You can come in.
Hey, it's Aaron. Okay.
What's up,
Let's sit in the chair. Nobody likes it.
Aaron Doolittle.
So anyways, so I go up and there's nothing there. And I'm like, what in the world? So I'm looking around and I see Brody, the dog, running around in the yard. And I was like, then who just got hit by? Someone definitely just got hit by a car. And I went up and there was no car. And I was like the car had already driven away. So I was like, what in the world? And I go back and later I find out that Brody has a big old like scar on his arm where the car must have just clipped his arm. And if I can find a picture, I will show you guys because The look you're giving me, Daniel, makes me feel like you're not believing.
I do believe you, but it's an incredible story.
We've heard this story several times. Did he watch it? Did he like watch you go pee and then see it happen?
He's still kicking it.
All right. Do you want to tell the fish story? Or do you want me to?
You can start and I'll take it. So Zach is asking us to recount the time that someone beat a fish to death in front of a group of kids.
All right. So there was a fella that went on a trip with Brent and Zach and I to the same place, the same lake house in Pennsylvania.
Oh, hold on. Pause, everybody. We have double digits.
Woo!
That means 10 people.
Yes.
Next milestone is 99, so don't get that.
Oh, yeah. Anyways,
Continue telling the story.
we were in Pennsylvania and...
what did you do?
Oh, I'm sorry. I dabbed one too many times.
Dang it. All right, just continue.
One of them was actually the Macho Man, and he got offended with my imitation. So we were in Pennsylvania, and this guy wanted to go fishing, so he went fishing. And he went and he caught a fish. And he wanted to, keep it and kill it and cook it up and eat it. But he didn't quite know how to finish the poor fish off. So he took it into the yard.
It's important to note at this point in time that the fish that he caught was a bowfin, which in Pennsylvania, well, they are predatory fish, and they eat eggs of other fish that live in the lake. So it was a bad fish, and it tastes bad.
They're generally regarded as pests. So what happened then, Brent?
Well, I was asleep, sound asleep. It was like probably 7:30 or 8 in the morning, and we had stayed up pretty late the night before watching the first part of Full Metal Jacket. So when I come back, and I wake up to Hunter, the guy who's got the fish, and he's dragged the fish from the lake about 300 yards, or probably 2 football fields, probably 600 yards, to the front door of our house, or to the
200. That's 200 yards, Brent. 2 football fields is 200 yards. Actually,
somebody in the comments do the math. I don't believe it.
It's actually about
It's
actually about 240, but that's counting in zones.
Okay. Anyway, so the point is, he carried it a really long way to the porch area of our house, and so he had it in a net, and he dumped it out on the porch in front of everybody. And at this point, I don't know what had happened, but whatever had happened down on the beach was such a spectacle that there were like 22 people. There were like 22 people, like they were just watching. And as he dragged it up, they followed him along the other side of the creek. And they were just standing there, like looking, like, what is he doing? And
Men, women, children all watching.
yeah, so like kids that were out playing, they were like, Mom, look at that guy. So he drags the fish up to the thing, and he's like, do we have a shovel? And I was like, yeah, why? So I show him where the shovel is. Stop it. So I show him where the shovel is, and he takes the shovel, or actually, wait, was it a shovel or a
No, it was a baseball bat.
Oh, yeah.
It was an aluminum baseball bat.
And he whacked that fish over the head like 10 times, trying to kill it. And I was like, I know you're supposed to kill him. And we had told him that, which is why he dragged it up there. But that boy scarred like 8 children's lives that day.
It looked like something out of a mafia film. Just
dang.
It stressed me out. I didn't know what was going on, and I walked out on the back porch, and I just see him like trying to dig a hole with the baseball bat, and the fish is like flopping around. He's missing half of the blows that he's aimed at it, and then a bunch of little kids are just kind of like. And the fish eventually did expire, but it took way too long.
That poor fish.
It was highly unethical.
It suffered.
Hey,
so
I'd
much.
like to apologize to everybody who's tuning in now. My mic has been off for the past 10 minutes or so. Ever since Zach called, so I totally forgot about that. That's okay. I can still kind of hear in the background.
Okay.
Oh,
well, anyways.
As long as it can be heard.
Are you guys still on sad pet stories?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, give us a sad pet
sorta.
story.
I got one.
And then give us your review of it. Like,
all right. I was in third. Where should I be looking? Should I be looking at the camera?
You can look it up.
You are? All right.
Zach requests the charcoal grill story next. Sorry.
Okay.
It was the summer after third grade. My family had taken my class pet home. It was a hamster. There were 2 of them, actually. A black one, who was a boy, and like a beige one, who was a girl. The beige one was a little bit bigger. That'll be important later on. And while we had them, my sister also got a new hamster. So we had 3 hamsters for a while, all in their cage, which we thought like they had plenty of room. We had their little ball. They had like a wheel too. It was all good. So one day we came back, and like in among the wood chips was this pile of fur. But that's all it was. It was no longer a hamster. My sister's hamster that had been like introduced to the others had been eaten. They had left like some fur and the bones, like some bones, but like broken up. It was pretty bad.
That's brutal.
So we cleaned that out, and then a few days later, the female that was left ate the male.
Oh my gosh.
It was pretty bad. So
That's like what praying mantises
yeah.
do.
I had no desire to have hamsters after that.
Dang, dude. That
is understandably
Oh
a
my
very
gosh.
traumatic pet story. I think that one probably wins
I think we
thus
need to
far.
have a vote after this in the comments.
I think.
What was the
I
most
think that
traumatic one?
wins.
The saddest, the worst pet story.
Alright, review of Ale 8.
Yeah.
A review of Ale 8. It tastes both smooth and like spiked. You know, it's kind of smooth, but then it's got a bite to it.
It's got a little kick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it's like. I was gonna try to compare it to some animal. Like,
Would you drink it again?
It's like an echidna. Like they look cute, but they got some little spikes on them, so you gotta be careful.
yes, Ale 8 is like an echidna. You heard it here first.
Sort of. There are some other things that echidnas have
yeah,
that we can't
a
talk
few
about.
things different.
We've got 12 people watching now. Ale 8, if you see this Ale 8, I want you to know that we did all this work for you for free. And by all this work, I mean we drank Ale 8.
10 out of 10 would drink again.
Wow.
All right, so we have a request for the dual-purpose grill story.
Oh yeah.
So who wants to take the lead on that? You want?
Since only us know it, I think I will. Now that my microphone is working.
Woo! Brent's microphone's working. Yeah, everyone.
Also, Noah is typing in the chat, not me, just so everybody knows. Anyways.
Just that time.
Just that time. So anyways. So we get to Daniel, Zach, and me, and this other guy named Hunter are going on
the
vacation.
Fish guy, the guy that murdered the fish with the baseball bat.
Are going on vacation over summer break. Was like right before we came back to school. Michael was supposed to go with us on vacation, but he asked his mom, and his mom said no.
No, it was work. Work wouldn't let me go. I want that to be clear.
Okay, well anyways.
Partially my mom, but also work.
Okay, well anyways. So we go, Daniel and I, we go, and we decide we want to, Daniel, if you want me to put that on screen for you, I can. Oh, sorry, never mind. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so we go, and like the first night, or the second night, one of the nights we were there for like a weekend. We go to the store and we decided it'd be a great idea to get like steaks. So we go to the Walmart, the local Walmart in town, and grab a couple of big old steaks to grill up on the grill. So we get the steaks, we come back, and we're like, all right, so what are we gonna do? We have this grill, and we bought a bag of charcoal because we weren't sure what to do. Drew, I'd appreciate it if you would not evolve on. Okay. So we get the steaks. We decide we need to. Wait, has somebody figured out that? Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, Matthew Abraham changed the lights just earlier.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I didn't know if somebody had figured out the secret code. Anyways, so we go to the store, get steaks. We come back. We have this bag of charcoal, and we decide we're gonna just pour the charcoal into the grill, and just light it up and go with it. You know, just grill our steaks and do whatever. So we open up the grill and we see the bottom has the little array where the gas comes out, and we're like, okay, well that's weird. So we just poured the charcoal in there and lit it up, and we poured a lot of lighter fluid. We didn't actually have lighter fluid at first.
Tell them about, we'll call her Tammy.
Yeah, okay. Well, we didn't have a lot of lighter fluid, so we went down to the neighbor's house that we know pretty well, and we asked them, hey, can we borrow some of your lighter fluid? And she said, yeah, sure, go ahead. So she hands us some lighter fluid and kind of observes as we kind of go back to the house. We go to, we pour it on the grill and we light it up, and it lights up like a dream. Just normal, everyday grill. And
It
we...
was also like a dream.
Yeah, so like a dream. So like we were getting ready to cook some steaks, that's all. So we were just dreaming pretty hard. And we get ready and we put the steaks on and we grill them, and we have at least a couple of things of steak on. At the point that we realized that the grill has a tank of propane sitting on the bottom. And we were like, wait a second, this is a gas grill and not a charcoal grill. So
now it was well on fire.
Yeah, it was well on fire. We were cooking stuff at this point. And Zach decides that he wants to Google whether or not it was safe to have charcoal on a gas grill. And the first result that pops up on his little phone is, yeah, sure, it's safe to have charcoal on a gas grill so long as you don't light it on fire. And because we lit it on fire, it was, everybody say it with me, it was pretty lit. That was awful.
It was incredibly
lit.
Lit.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Lit.
It was pretty lit.
It was pretty lit.
Okay, so anyways.
It was also
lit.
clogging up the
Drew,
gas
echo
chambers.
it.
It was pretty lit.
All right, so anyways, we look at the phone, we look at the grill, we look at the phone, we look at the grill, and we think, what have you done to us? So anyways, we decide that we need to take immediately, we finish cooking our meat, and we decide we need to probably get everything off of there as quick as possible. We do a little bit of damage control. We cook our meat, we eat, and then we let the grill kind of die out. We wait till it gets cool the next day. We dump it out. We rinse it out with a hose. We go through with a paper towel and we like dry off every little bit because we didn't know like if water got into the gas lines or whatever. And then later we had to go ahead and call my grandparents, whose grill it was, and we had to tell them what happened and tell them we fixed everything.
Well,
and to this day, the grill works.
The reason why we had to call them was because said neighbor who had loaned us the lighter fluid materialized a few minutes later, standing on her like back porch, calling his grandparents, being like, "I think that they're burning charcoal in your gas grill. I don't know what they're doing."
Sorry, everybody.
So, if you're out there listening, lady, that was not cool.
Hey, she might be. No, I'm just kidding. But
Okay, Zach, you need to just stop.
All right. Yeah. It's a good thing he didn't have a microphone just then.
Zach, we're done with your topics.
Hey,
unless it's like
he's giving us some
if it's a really good topic, we'll talk about it.
We're gonna include,
some stories can't be on this.
We're gonna try and include everybody because so far we've been pretty exclusive of Michael and Drew.
Yeah. So if people want to toss in another topic,
we're pretty boring people.
All right, throw out you two. I already went on my spiel about alien movies.
You need to say your sad pet story.
Oh yeah, that's right. Daniel still.
All right, my sad pet story.
Daniel, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I can't talk on this stream.
So, my sad pet story is when I was growing up, I had a wonderful wiener dog, and his name was Nacho. Excuse me, this one was named Mojo. My first wiener dog was named Mojo. My second wiener dog was named Nacho. You'll see why I needed to in a minute. Mojo was a very sweet dog, except when he wasn't. He liked to use the bathroom inside the house and stuff like that. But I loved him dearly, and he was cute, and he snuggled with me a lot and would like hang out and be cool. But one day, when I was in 4th grade, I was driving with my parents to go pick my sister up from some 4-H thing. And Mojo really liked to chase cars, and he had gotten out of the house to use the restroom or whatever, and we couldn't quite corral him to get him back inside the house. So we were like, okay, well, he'll be fine. You know, he'll hang out in the backyard. But as we're leaving, he ran out in front of us and ran into the road, and unfortunately got hit by a car and passed away. So I, 4th grade me, had to watch as my favorite pet was buried right in front of my eyes. So needless to say, I was pretty distraught.
Was there some guts in the...
No, he kept it all together. His tongue was hanging out of the side of his mouth after he died. So that was that.
We're voting on the worst one, Brent. So I'm just seeing how bad it.
Yeah, it wasn't like, you know.
Daniel, you sure you don't want to fluff it up now? At this point?
It basically turned him
Don't
into
let the
spaghetti
truth
in the
get in the way
road.
of a good story,
It's
bro.
still, he's still
Sauce
in the
and
box
everything.
in Daniel's closet.
True. Hashtag
That's
next.
got really dark.
Hashtag next week we have special guest Bruce
frozen.
Montgomery appearing on. No, we don't.
I wish we did.
We can.
But we don't.
We'll figure it out.
Wouldn't you rather have his grandson?
We already
No.
have his grandson, but we
I've heard
want
his
Bruce.
grandson
We
is-
want Bruce.
That's
want
true.
Bruce.
We
We
want
also need to get
Bruce.
Kenny on here.
Kennedy Fan Club says, Kennedy, please tell a story.
I don't have.
Yeah, hold on. My pet story gets worse.
Oh,
Because
worse.
It gets worse.
Oh,
poor Mojo passed away,
Oh
and
my
then the
goodness.
next day, I find out that fourth grade me is supposed to go around and recite the preamble to the Constitution to different classes within my primary school. And I still wasn't over Mojo. And so I would get into a class and get like a sentence in, and I would think about Mojo and just start crying in front of all these little kids.
oh.
And so every time I would have to excuse myself and go to the bathroom on whatever hall we were on. And we went from like first to second to third and fourth grade.
You use the bathroom.
Crying pretty much every time. And eventually someone was kind of like, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. We'll, shuffle people around and cover you. But I just remember being like, I'd get to like freedom or something and then be like, Mojo's not here anymore.
The public
And
wants
just
us to
bawl.
stop talking about dead pets. It's killing the mojo.
Oh, come
Okay,
on.
I think we need to.
All right, let's move on.
Let's wrap up the pet section.
All right,
Yeah.
Let's
that's
wrap
the end of
up
the pet
all
section.
the stories.
Who
Noah,
won the
stop
pet
talking
section?
into my chest.
There were some pretty good ones.
I think Mitchell's was the most
Mitchell's
grotesque
was
for sure.
Gerbil-
I think Mitchell wins personally.
Yeah.
Mitchell won that one.
Just act of cannibalism.
Yeah.
of Animals.
Your package yet?
My package.
We're trying to keep it relevant.
What are you doing?
We're adjusting ourselves.
Sorry, what?
Okay. It can get kind of.
If I could zoom in on Drew's butt right there, I would. Also, can you please scoot the couch forward about a half an inch?
Yeah. Can you give us a second while Drew gets himself figured out?
Drew, please, can you just... Yeah, there you go. Careful of your guitar there. Or I mean your what?
I'm mildly uncomfortable now.
Is that good? Are we good?
That's
We're
good,
good
yeah.
now?
It just... He can. He
It's
will.
definitely. Brent, you can
He did
definitely
last time.
see the special instrument.
It's okay. Huh?
The thing that you went to.
Oh, we already showed it. We can show it again, though.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
We
You,
have more viewers now.
tune back
my
to...
butt was
We have the
better
same
on
amount of
screen,
viewers.
but it's
All right. We have
They
a
say the
request.
camera adds 10
We have a
pounds.
request to see the parking lot project again from Mitchell.
Right. So here's the parking lot segment again.
Should we tell them why though, real quick? Or?
Sure.
No.
No segue.
Tell
Just
me
play
why
it.
Okay.
afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, just
Okay.
Well, Mitchell wants to see it, so we're going to show it to Mitchell. So we will be right back, everybody. If that didn't work, there we go. Yeah, we're muting.
We're muted now.
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Daniel Peacock. I'm here at the Thursday show. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. Why are you wearing a poncho?
Well, I thought it might rain.
All right, that's the weather segment with Noah Parker. What do you think of little Illinois here, Michael?
They did okay. I mean, they're pretty close to the white line on the passenger side, and they're kind of at an angle, but they did okay.
Yeah, I'd say
They're
they
not
have
great.
15 degrees of error there, but that just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Here we have someone attempting a park right now. Let's
Right
see how
now.
they do. All right, he spotted himself a spot. I'm not sure how good of a fit it is. It looks like he's going to try to back in there.
Wait,
oh,
no.
wait.
No, he's
Maybe
pulling
not.
towards. Oh,
Well,
he's
there certainly is
Oh.
a spot.
and he's pulling on the
he-
sidewalk.
and-
He's
well,
pulling on
he-
the sidewalk.
He's in there. He's
definitely on the sidewalk.
You know, as unconventional as it is, that's a pretty solid parking job.
Yeah, not bad.
Shout out to you, sir. Let's have your name. What's your name again?
I'm Drew, the Narshred mountain biker, dude. Park wherever I want, man.
All right. That's Drew, the North Shredding mountain biker. Park wherever I want, man. And it looks like he's done a pretty good job. I'd say that's only about a 2-degree angle of error there. The tires are lined up nice on the driver's side. It looks a little, it's favoring the driver's side a little bit thanks to the angle of incline. But, all in all, I'd say it's a well-done parking job.
So it's pretty solid. Like, if he gets a ticket, do we pay it? Do we have to pay the ticket? Just out of curiosity.
We dip into our Jake's stripping donations to pay for this ticket.
I donated that $1 elsewhere. So this is our editor, producer, whatever we want to call him, camera, car person. This is a terrible take. Here's our producer's parking job. He's definitely closer. He backed into the spot, which is pretty impressive to be completely honest.
Yeah, that adds to the overall parking score right off the bat there.
But unfortunately, he's a lot closer on his passenger side than he is on the driver's side.
And he's a little deeper than you normally want to be when you're backing in. He's quite close to this retaining wall here, and he's not lined up with some of the other cars in the lot. A lot of what we're looking for is how well you can conform to the parking around you. That was Drew Shred Mountain Biker, I Park Wherever I Want man, on his way to go shred some more mountains and park in more places that he wants to. Here we have our back escort.
I don't think that's regulation speed.
I'll have to agree. I think they're taking that turn a little too recklessly.
Also, it's very orange.
Well, you see, it is a Milligan College backhoe. Therefore, it has to conform to Milligan College color standards. Oh. We can cut that, right?
Guys, I don't know if it's going to rain today.
Well, you can always hope. The good Lord rewards those who are faithful.
1 second you're the fool wearing a poncho. The next it's pouring and everyone's like, well, gosh darn, where's my poncho? I should have been more like Noah.
There's a biblical story kind of like that. This isn't the worst parking job I've seen. It is roughly at the angle of, well, it's pretty much parallel parked at this point. It seems to have totally forgotten that parking lines are a thing. I'm honestly speechless. Let's get your expert opinion here.
I mean, aren't Priuses environmentally friendly or something?
Supposedly, but this is not very friendly to my eyes.
Well, I don't think it's about the eyes, Daniel. I think it's about the roads.
That seems to be the answer.
Well, folks, here we have a true paragon of the parking world. This black Jeep seems to have totally nailed the entrance. They are lined up quite well. I'd say there's pretty much equal distance on either side to the white lines. They have the Milligan license plate. That's obviously pandering a little bit, but who doesn't do that? Let's be honest. So what's your take on this, Noah?
That makes no logical sense for this leaf to get behind this tire. There's not even a tree. That tree doesn't have that leaf.
Yeah,
that tree's had it at one point.
Well, yeah, but that tree's leaves are alive. This leaf is.
This car's clearly been off campus.
Somebody's been selling leaves to Milligan students. Tune in next week, and we'll run an expose on this leaf dealer.
More like leaf stealer.
And I'm unmuting all the microphones now, and we should be good.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I'm currently the only one at a mic. Drew's dancing in the background.
I'm back too.
And Daniel's back now on the mic.
Not going.
I got a phone call from my wonderful parents. If y'all are still watching, love you guys.
Royalty-free stuff.
They were at ground zero for the Mojo story, but we're moving on from pet stories. So.
Oh yeah, we are, because that's depressing. It's okay. It's my fault.
Alright, so what should we talk about now? What's a good topic?
Your favorite soda. That's
Okay,
not like a mainstream
let's not do
soda.
that.
That's kind of boring.
How about let's ask Mitchell, our guest, or Kennedy, our guest, all of our guests, anybody in here who's not a guest, except for Aaron because he's making food. What are you making?
My noodles are on fire.
Aaron's making ramen.
Sounds like some lit noodles.
Let's do a quick little segment where we take our guests and we ask them questions. Kennedy, sit in the hot chair, please.
All right. So what's our first question?
All right. I wrote this down in Christ and Culture today when I wasn't paying attention. So
sounds about normal.
Can you talk to us a little bit about what the craziest thing you've done on this campus is? And buff runs, for guys, buff runs don't count. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Mitchell.
If you're a girl and you did a buff
you
run,
have to go into
don't tell us
detail.
that.
Huh? Craziest thing you've done on campus. You can have a little time to think about it.
Brent, you literally just said they have to go into detail on a female buff run.
Oh, that was an accident. What I meant, what should I reiterate that? When I say that, I mean, you can't just say I went on a buff run. In that case, I'm going to open up the floor back to buff runs. Daniel, if you want to talk about some buff runs in great detail, #feminism.
I've never done a buff run in my life, but I know some people who did, so I can tell you their
All
stories.
right,
But
Kennedy,
this is about our guests.
Kennedy, what's the craziest thing you've done on campus? Go.
Nothing incriminating.
I don't know if I've done anything too crazy on campus, actually.
Off campus? Question mark. At home?
Wouldn't this be kind of incriminating if we're telling crazy
Okay,
stories?
don't tell us illegal stuff.
I heard
Because
you
technically buff runs
kissed
are
somebody in a
illegal.
graveyard
No,
once.
they're not.
Technically,
We're on
yes.
private property.
Well, yes, I did kiss someone in the graveyard.
Ooh.
But more importantly,
It's not that crazy.
last year for graduation, the power went out on all of Milligan's campus. It was really rainy, really gross, whatever. So a couple of girls in Sutton, they decided that when a buff run was going on.
Put the mic a little bit closer to your face.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
When the buff run was going on, that cars would they would shine their light on people or whatever. Well, a couple of girls decided that they were going to flash the.
Was it? Were you included?
Flash with cars or flash?
What?
Flashing like their car lights?
No.
Or, okay.
Oh, Michael, you
Were you
innocent
in?
soul.
Were you
Okay,
included?
to be fair, she started the story
I wasn't
with
necessarily not included
flashing
in it.
lights.
I'm just
So-
saying,
You were
I was
She,
there.
she definitely
I was there.
flashed all the guys running by. In the dark, in a monsoon.
But it was in the dark.
That
so,
nobody could see anything.
So I don't think anyone could see.
That's not
so-
that crazy.
It's not that crazy.
We have a request. We have a request from Colton Fender that says, "Give Noah a mic." So I'm giving him my mic.
Okay, we're giving Noah a mic.
I should probably
All right,
turn
Noah,
this off.
craziest story. Let's go.
Craziest story, Milligan story. Do it right now! Also, I'm really sorry, I just yelled into my mic.
I'd like to point out that this is a binder clip instead of a proper lapel mic. It's a binder clip that's holding a broken lapel mic to Noah.
It's great. Our setup.
Hey guys, I'm finally on mic.
You don't have to talk like that.
Talks into mic.
This is how I always talk.
Everyone has to talk directly into Noah's chest like this in order to get on stream.
What if we went about our daily lives as if we were live streaming? So like if we just randomly came up to people's chests and started talking to them.
I feel like a lot of people would
use our
get
radio
really
DJ voice. Yeah, walk up to Noah. Select people
Just
for
Noah.
sure.
I wore a poncho earlier today. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And he reviewed parking spots with us.
Yeah, it was a good time. I
Colton?
missed everyone. I'm sorry I couldn't talk, but now I will be the only person talking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now the stream is good.
Colton wanted Noah to have a microphone, so let's see. Colton, what do you want Noah to talk about?
Thanks,
Now
Colton.
you've got your
Thanks,
wish,
Aaron.
happy.
Your prayers have been answered. I miss when my face was on the screen, though.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, here you go.
Actually, I don't like it.
I was censoring you.
Did anyone see the when I threw a hat on Brent's head earlier at the beginning of the stream? That was pretty magical.
Replay, I'm going to work on that for next stream. That instant replay would have been incredible.
I have a crazy story.
Super cool.
Okay, Drew, tell your crazy story, and then we can transition to...
Do you want me to tell it now?
Sure.
Okay. Last time it snowed, we all got, like, all the trucks on our team got together on the cycling team and attached sleds from ropes, and we did donuts around campus for hours. And the campus security got after us, but their front-wheel drive cars couldn't make it up any hills. So they went. So we were doing donuts in this science building parking lot that's like big and flat, but you know how it has that hill going up like towards Sutton, just that little hill.
Mm-hmm.
So we see we're doing donuts down there, just straight up like the sleds are being slung around in circles, and we have like 3 trucks just doing circles. Here comes Ed, back when Ed was here.
No one knows what that means, though.
Yeah, for all you freshmen out there, Ed basically worked at a strip club for a long... Didn't he?
No one knows.
He claimed
He worked
he was
everywhere.
a bouncer. He was in a motorcycle gang.
Being a security at Milligan is basically the same job.
He was quite intense.
I heard one time he witnessed his girlfriend getting her privates tattooed.
Ed had a lot of wild stories.
Everybody type in the chat if you want Mitchell to get out.
Ed told me that personally.
We saw Ed at McDonald's. Or no, we saw somebody who knew. We saw somebody who knew Ed.
We saw
at
someone
McDonald's.
straight beefing with Ed at McDonald's.
Also,
We'll tell that story
private
next.
was not the word he used, so I might be misquoting him.
Was it our new favorite word?
Well, if that's not the word he used, you're definitely misquoting him. Also, when you speak, please get closer to my chest so the audience can hear you.
Anyways, continue.
Hope my wife's not watching.
Here comes Ed sliding down the hill sideways into the science
It's not the first time you've mentioned that.
We then proceed to do 2 donuts around his car and then head up the hill. And Ed, the flat part, the hill, Ed goes and he starts
Colton's
up the hill
comments
and
are
just
the only
stops.
comments.
And we just see him start
Colton's
slowly
comment.
going
I live for
backwards,
Colton's
sideways.
comments.
And so we continue to just ride our sleds and trucks around.
Pregnant.
So that was my Ed's crazy story about campus. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so speaking of the aforementioned security guard, Brent and I and one other person, I can't remember who, went to a McDonald's one time in Elizabethton. And a feller in there was eating with his wife, I suppose, or maybe a sister. I'm not one to judge.
Okay.
And
We're the
they...
same. We are in Carter County.
This isn't Alabama, but it is Carter County.
I wasn't implying that they had a relationship. I'm just saying, I didn't know who it was.
It is
But,
Carter County, though, so it's very
but
possible.
he noticed that we had on Milligan shirts, and he was like, "Hey, are you guys from Milligan?" He was kind of an older gentleman, and we told him, "Yeah, we're from Milligan." He goes, "Is that security guard Ed still working there?" And we were like, "Yeah, he is." And he launched into a big long story about how he knew Ed from a past job as a security guard at some business, at some corporation, and how they got into an argument. And long story short, he got the security guard Ed fired for not doing his job well. And basically, it turned into like a Wild West sort of rivalry, like threatening to gun each other down in the street sort of thing. And this sweet old man at McDonald's was like, "And if I see him again, I'll gun him down without a second thought."
Dude, Ed was a man.
He lived a wild life.
I never talked to Ed.
Good.
I'm not convinced it's a real name.
My mom told me not to talk to Ed. She told me to stand up to boys like him.
Conspiracy theory time.
Somebody get on the
Ed
mic.
is dead. Never alive the whole time.
What?
Cue the X-Files intro.
We need a board that gives us like sound effects.
I can do that, but I'll have
I
to
want one that
fix
quotes
that.
me saying,
Shouldn't-
"What the hell?"
I still hear that so
Yes.
frequently.
Yes, that is probably my favorite thing.
It was looking back, I could have changed that script around a little bit. I didn't realize how much I used that phrase.
Aaron.
I love that they're making.
I'd say it's 50-50,
Aaron,
directing, acting.
Take the hot seat from Kennedy and talk about your ramen.
The Kennedy fan
All right,
club.
give us a quick ramen review.
Everybody interview Aaron. For
And then
us in the chat.
my parents requested that I give a story from my childhood.
Aaron,
so
I'm just chanting you.
We might do that one a little later.
Shut up about the sun!
Right, that was really loud, and I really hope everyone could hear.
I wasn't facing it.
Hey guys.
No, I meant everyone like in the hall.
I can't hear myself.
Just to let everyone know too, that chair that he's sitting in is probably the most uncomfortable chair I have personally ever sat in.
Oh, it is.
That back right
False. Try sitting next to Brent.
Hey.
It's more of a smell thing, but it's still uncomfortable.
Oh.
So how's that Raymond over there?
I should be wearing all the hats.
Pretty good. All right.
All right, give me your hat.
Nice talk.
It's Maruchan ramen.
If you break that hat, I will be. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
This
I
is
paid
good.
50 cents for that hat.
Noah's starting a new style, guys. The
Right.
3 hats. 3 hat guy.
Kennedy fan club wants Kennedy back. Aaron, get out.
All right, Aaron, you can leave. You've done all you
I
can.
feel like this account is a little one-dimensional. This Kennedy fan club.
Can it not be a fan
Daniel,
club
is
for
it
the
you?
whole stream?
No, it's not me. it's worse.
It's legitimately
Is it
not
someone
me.
you paid?
No.
Yes. He paid me. Not really. That was a joke. We actually don't know who the Kennedy fan club is.
We definitely know who the Kennedy fan club is.
It's Daniel.
No, it's actually. I don't know.
It's not Daniel.
What do you think I've been doing with these 2 computers?
I wish I had 2 computers, but I only have 3 hats. Kids,
Don't do drugs.
if you have $5, get a second computer. Don't get 2 more hats. Maybe get 1 hat and like half a computer.
And then pay for Drew to do a handstand on the table because Mark Stair is not coming.
If I do a handstand on the table, I'm gonna break myself.
We will help hold you.
So much happened since I left my room.
We have an Aaron Donovan
Better
now.
Aaron. You get
We're
a
building
hat.
an Aaron collection.
Everybody, we're going to take a quick break and get set up real quick. We'll be right
The
back.
funniest story to tell you in the world.
Okay, hold on, everybody.
In the world?
This is a lady from Mountain.
Guys, are we
who likes
muted
to
yet?
tag
Can
team
I
with.
say whatever I want?
Hammocks. They're one of our favorite pastimes. Student leaders promise new mounts behind dorms to make things even easier.
It's going to allow for hopefully 14 hammocks.
But when a year passed with no mounts, we asked why.
Hammock mounts that had not been installed a year after the plan was announced.
Those interview requests were declined. The very next morning, those mounts were installed. We stuck with the story until the very end, because we are in this together. We are Stampede TV, Milligan's student-operated news source.
Graduation. It's one of the biggest moments for each of us. But overcrowding meant that we could no longer have just one ceremony.
Why did you wear a
For
black
some, this
undershirt?
meant sharing the event with your entire
Why did you
family.
have so many
For
hats
others,
on?
splitting up this community.
First of all, you could have said what happened. I mean, what happened.
had this idea, we would all
And better than how I did, and I would have gone.
We provided you with a voice on an important issue.
Second of all,
because we're in this together. We are Stampede TV, Milligan's student-operated news source.
You know how many times I put in the chat? I just want Noah to talk.
I know. I
All
saw it. I
right,
saw you
welcome
say,
back,
"Hi, Noah," and I
everyone.
was like, oh, that feels good, but I can't respond. I waved.
Yeah, welcome back to the stream. I now have Brent's hat. So.
We have better errands
I mean,
now.
not really.
I get to have my first LA.
It's okay.
One of the viewers is my computer. Other people that are watching.
Did you leave it on?
Yeah.
Oh, I was actually going to say when you got here, it's nice to have you, but we really need the viewers.
Yeah, I left my computer on.
All right. We have quite a few
have like 5.
folks in here now. So with 2 Aarons, we're going to refer to E. Aaron. That's E. Aaron over there.
I'm gonna say Aaron.
And A. Aaron.
A.
That's
Aaron.
the disguised fellow
I think
behind
that
us.
we should actually have the Aarons have a debate.
All right.
Good
Let's
idea.
hear it.
Aaron, take the hot seat back from Kennedy.
Rice.
Aaron, take the hot seat from Michael.
Fried rice versus...
I have to move.
Never mind. Aaron, sit where Daniel's sitting.
They have
Both
to
of you
share
have
the
to
mic.
share one. You have to share a mic because Drew's the only one who knows how to use the MIDI board.
Whoever loses the debate has to change their name to Sharon. And whoever wins the debate has to change their name to
Also, Sean, to answer your
Marikel.
question, no, this video is not sponsored.
Marikel.
We
like to pretend that
Maybe
like
who
ALH.
loses should get named.
We would like to get sponsored by them. So, we're not sponsored.
We have a Georgia number
Where
who
is
just
she?
texted me lights. Is that you?
I left my computer.
Oh, is that like your mom?
Probably my sister.
Sorry, guys. All right, sorry.
I wish my family would watch
All right,
this.
give us a. All right.
I wish my dog were watching.
Do they text lights and you change it?
No,
No, it's
all
automatic.
automated. It's,
Whoa.
Wait, can I try a late?
Did you not get one?
No, you gave it to
Is this
Noah.
yours? Here, take it. All right, now Aaron versus Aaron.
Which one?
But yes, Aaron versus Aaron.
Wait, we should have a timer. It should be 1 minute debates, and every minute we give them a new topic.
Okay.
Talk about the.
I want start with.
Aliens are real or not? I took a whole science.
Oh, that's pandering. That's not
I
fair.
love aliens. Aliens are real. I know this because if you took a cup and you put it in the ocean and you didn't get a fish, you wouldn't say there are no fish in the ocean. Also, closer to the mic now. Oh my golly. Okay.
Let's start over.
So if you took a cup, you put it in the ocean, you didn't get a fish, you wouldn't say there are no fish in the ocean. That's how much space we've explored. Also, we don't know what time period aliens are in. They could be in the ancient Egypt. Thank you. In their pyramid building stage. That we didn't have the technology to communicate with other aliens then, but we were still here. Or they could be ahead of us. They don't want to meet us. Look at our president. No offense. Or they could be the same spot as us. We also don't have the technology.
Not to mention that
That's what
the
everyone
Egyptians
does.
did use the aliens to help build the pyramids.
We agree. What happens when we debate but we agree on the topic?
In an unprecedented twist of events.
I do believe.
Okay, so you guys are actually both named Sharon now.
This just.
But you will keep the spelling of your old names. It's just SH at the beginning.
S-H-E-R-N.
S-H-A-A-R-O-N. That one doesn't work as well.
One of you has to name.
Let's add a third A.
Let's go back to Ozzy.
The viewers want a rap battle.
Rap battles of mystery.
The next debate should be about rice.
Rice really
I'm
isn't
on
that
it.
good for you.
Wait,
Rice really isn't the best for you. No, you do it first. You're in
Michael, actually, Drew, talk about rice.
I love rice. Number one,
Zatarans!
Because it's cheap.
Love that chicken
How
from
much does a bag of
Popeye.
rice cost you?
Love that chicken from Popeyes. What?
Also not sponsored by Popeyes.
Hey, how much did that rice cost you?
This bag of rice, which is almost gone now, cost me approximately $4.
You've gotten a lot of meals out of that.
I have. I've eaten almost the whole bag.
And it's fortified
Yes,
with
we have a
added
rice cooker.
minerals.
The rice cooker.
Something just fell
Yeah,
from
and
the
I brought a
ceiling.
rice cooker to school, and it's always dirty because Brent's always making it.
Our rice cooker is never ever clean. Hey, our rice cooker is never ever clean because whenever I clean the rice cooker, I always want to eat rice afterwards.
It's so uncomfortable.
Okay, I thought we were going to rap about rice.
I just really like talking to Noah's chest.
I thought we were rapping about rice.
It's really the best way to get yourself heard. Get off the stream.
Noah's kicking people out.
I would like to point out that even though the quality of the stream clearly went down since Noah got a mic,
It's between
it's
you
not
two.
my fault.
It's Aaron's pitted against each other.
Versus
All right, they want a rap battle.
Aaron versus Predator.
Okay, take it away. Just look up lyrics to
I
the
can't
song.
wrap rice right off the dome. I remember syrup sandwiches.
Try to rap Jesus first.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta think about this.
Do
All right,
the
both of you
do the
rap.
Lord's Prayer rap.
Both of you rap Jesus loves me.
I'm going to change beats for both of
Okay.
you.
I feel a chapel singer in the making.
We have a chapel drummer in the making. That's what Aaron wants to do.
Aaron. Actually, Shay Aaron. And Sheeran.
Rice. Talk
Ed
about some
Sheeran.
rice. I like some rice, not with my ice.
Oh, that's
Wait, by default, if he doesn't rap?
Yes.
But I don't rap.
Then sing over it.
Rice. 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 She wins. I'm not.
I think Drew. I think Drew just wants to beatbox. Hey, Drew. I think everybody. I think now is about time in the stream when Drew should break out the guitar.
Yes.
And Daniel sing.
Yeah, I think it's about time
Yes,
for our country
please.
music.
Please. I'm on mic actually. It would cause feedback.
No.
Excuses, cop out.
Cop
It's
out.
about time for our country music.
What would Elisa think?
What would what? What?
What would Elisa think?
Oh, I hope, is Elisa watching?
I'll be very confused if she's watching.
That was me attempting to hit them folks.
Talking to the mic.
Fun fact, there is a Rice University.
Are you gonna sing?
Yes,
I'll do it.
Shout out to Craig.
That one.
Craig.
You guys
Does anyone want to join my prayer list?
All right, what song are we going to do tonight, Drew?
I am a C. I am a CH. I am a CHRISTIAN. And I have CHRIST in my HEART. And I will LIVEETERNALLY. I am a C. I am a CH. I am a C.
Is this playing through the thing?
We want the country back.
We're gonna start losing viewers.
Is Becca Guthrie watching?
All right, Drew, pick a song for us.
Which one do you want to sing?
I don't. I
It's
do
a very
not listen
close
to country
friend of
music,
Kennedy's.
so you'll have to pick one.
Is it? I thought it was you.
No, it's not me.
I thought you told me it was you.
No. Kennedy, it's her own.
Is that on?
Whoa.
Had a little bit of audio trouble there.
You should tell Caleb that you're done with Music Buffs Live because you found a new Thursday commitment.
There we go.
Oh, we can do Country Roads.
Oh, there we go.
Do Big Green Tractor again, but this time without the pals
Dude, we're
thing.
hearing that karaoke version by like 6 different groups of middle schoolers. I have like war flashbacks.
Aaron, you've been on the
Also,
stream for
we
2
have a
minutes.
request that Kennedy sing
I'm on the
to.
rap battle. I'm not singing.
Well, it's
You can rap battle
the man
with the
who
guitar in the
invented you,
back.
so you should probably honor
I'm
his
not.
request.
No, I'm not doing that. Sorry. Okay, let's do. Let's do Wagon Wheel.
No, that's boring.
That is the most pandering thing we could do.
Someone will have to bring me a $100 bill before I'm singing Wagon Wheel.
Mark Stair still needs to come by and give us $1.
That's true. We haven't done that handstand yet.
Does Brad watch these?
No. I mean, I could send him a link. You want me to send him a link? Hey, Dad, just.
I am a B. I am a PRA.
Aaron, play along on the.
Are we gonna sing Country Roads right now?
Yes.
All right. I gotta find the lyrics. I don't actually know the lyrics.
Brent, is there any Brent?
Oh, I don't know if I can say it on stream.
What?
Brent.
Hang on, I'll turn it off.
All right. You ready, Drew?
Turn me back on.
We've got Drew on guitar, Aaron on bass. Take me home
Aaron, your island is perfectly
to the place I belong, West Virginia.
Singing to Noah's chest.
Madre, take me home.
Country
roads.
I'm just gonna start looking at you every time I talk into your chest.
That's okay.
That'll make it less awkward, right?
As long as you don't touch.
Okay.
Oh.
Look, don't touch.
Reminds me
Yes.
of my home far away. Something driving home. I almost fell off a mountain and broke my legs.
It was a publicity stunt.
Country roads, take me home.
Check out what our
Ooh, the
professor showed us today.
Abalone.
Today's topic: how much is too much, and
My
why?
mama.
Why is it happening right now?
Oh yeah, our guitar's actually wired.
Redhead. He probably watches these.
All right.
We have 12 viewers.
Where we got?
Wow.
One of them is me. I'm a viewer.
I don't read. I don't eat
All
rice.
right,
We
there's
have like 6 viewers plus.
yeah. This
We
one's,
need
this one's
Rebecca
pretty difficult.
Guthrie.
We're not even in West Virginia. Let's be honest
We
here.
have like 6 viewers plus inflation.
You guys should make up a song on the go. I mean, on the spot. You
All
don't
right,
have to
just
leave.
start slapping some strings, and I'll say country sounding
Alright, there's
stuff.
too much going on at once. I'm sorry.
All right, here are your choices: beer, whiskey, corn.
Whoa, whoa,
God,
whoa, whoa!
flag.
All right, we'll be right back. We're gonna have to talk to Noah real quick.
This is a Milligan Street.
I'm a mod.
Noah, what did
All right,
we say
guys.
about talking about
I'm
beer?
pretty sure they can't hear us. Noah, you can't. You can't talk about
Yeah,
beer
but
on
we're
the
in
stream.
Tennessee.
Noah. This is a Milligan.
None of us are from
stream.
Michael literally says, "What is beer?" at the very first part.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Stay with me by Sam Smith.
Hey,
All right, guys, we're coming back. Ready? And we're back. All right, sorry for that. We had a technical issue. We had somebody talking about something they weren't supposed to be talking about.
But Daniel has finally shut up.
Excuse me.
All right.
Why
now-
do we still have toilet paper on the table?
Give me that.
Are we doing giveaways?
Yes.
Quilted Northern, the best baby.
You know what? This is garbage. Ultra soft and strong. When you buy toilet paper, you've got to learn to make the
Nice
compromise.
try.
That's like the perfect man.
One or the other. Ultra. That's JD.
Quilted Northern, just like JD. Ultra soft and strong.
Go get JD to come on.
If JD were on the stream, no one would watch the rest of us.
That's rude.
That's fair.
We should make a new stream called JD and JC.
There's too many things going on. Drew, play some music. Let's talk about the news.
Hey, wait. Wasn't that earthquake in?
Did I say nudes? I meant nudes.
There we go.
Didn't you say nudes both times?
Yeah. Joke's on you.
Did I say nudes? I meant nudes. You got to work on this. Nice ramen throwback.
I've never had ramen.
That's. Aaron, give her some of your ramen.
I don't eat ramen.
I didn't realize I was going to cause such a. Everyone turned around and looked at you like. It's really hard.
All right, so moving on. Let's pull from our list of topics that we have. What's a good topic we can get going?
Drinking.
We've kind of been in chaos for the last
Agriculture.
Yeah, it's kind of felt like we've
Friendship.
been all over the place.
I have this. Says,
Girls you love. Girls
says,
you used to
hey,
love. You hate them now.
We need to be a unified conversation, even though we were at 2 different tables. Okay. The next thing I wrote down in Christ and Culture when I wasn't paying attention is we should go through.
He watches these.
We should go through old Facebook posts and
Oh.
talk about.
Oh.
That's weird. Any photography students or digital media students that want to show off their portfolio.
I feel like that's you.
Carrie?
Hey, my portfolio is right here on the screen, everybody.
Gee, who would have guessed?
Oh.
Hey, get your water,
There
get
it
my
is.
water out of here. I will break it.
All right, what's some other ones?
That's all I got. How renewable is renewable energy, everybody? Listen to this. How renewable is renewable energy, everybody? Because listen, one of these days the wind's not gonna blow because the world's gonna reach equilibrium. And since wind is caused by the uneven heating of Earth, when Earth gets to equilibrium, we're all gonna quit having wind.
Are you on Reddit again?
No, we can be though. That's probably a good idea.
It might be for some
Well,
general topics.
with the amount of wind that gets broken in here, we could probably power the world for quite some time.
Fair point. I don't want to. I feel like if we're on Reddit, we're scraping the barrel for.
Yeah,
things
we
to
are.
talk
So
about.
we just need to keep talking, or just
All right.
random.
This is
things
the
that
milestone. This is how
So,
long our last.
Do we
stream
want
was.
to talk about random stuff that we find interesting, or like stuff that we are?
What have we been talking about so far?
Okay.
We have talked about like nothing so far.
Yeah, like, isn't this supposed to be like media-related stuff?
No.
originally.
We haven't really set a topic, but we can.
Yeah.
Well, in general, like it talks about that a little bit, or at least that was part of our original.
Here's
idea,
a
was media.
Boo. We're supposed to talk about Thursdays.
How was your Thursday?
I accidentally skipped golf class.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So according to there's a literal golf class on campus. Okay, you can take golf and all that sort of fun stuff. So today, according to our syllabus, we were supposed to go to the.
We can't have 8 conversations.
Yeah.
That was 2.
They can't hear mine.
You're right.
Yeah, they're not mic'd.
Yeah.
All right.
Is Mike mic'd?
Mike. Talk. Mike.
Why isn't Colton here?
Mike.
You just gotta turn it.
So Aaron's discovered this amazing property of his hat.
Rotation.
What are you guys looking at over there?
Someone wanted me to read the comments, but they all just say nice things about Kennedy.
No, they want you to read it so that you'll do what they ask you to do.
That's true.
Drew, go get your peppers. Go get your. Do you want some peppers?
Yeah.
Jalapeno or banana?
Jalapeno.
Ooh. Now here's the thing.
My pepper.
I've got a.
Drew, you should offer to take your shirt off again, because that was everyone's favorite thing last time.
That's true. We actually made money off of Michael.
Is she watching?
It's true.
I've never heard such feral screams in my life.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Excuse
If you were
me,
there,
young
you would have
man.
liked it. It was very funny.
I'll call the RD on you.
I'll call my mom.
Do it.
I know. I keep forgetting to water it.
What kind of pepper?
Jalapeno.
You just have one? Oh no, there's like
1, 2.
So I come on this guy's stream, right? And I just...
So Mitchell counts to 10.
8, 9.
Nope. Only counts.
Oh, there's a ladybug on one of those days, too. Just heads up.
Wait,
Oh, that's
that's
good.
on
Oh,
Sesame Street.
There's one right there too.
That's one I can't.
You're not Mike.
Oh, well, I'm not then. How does the count?
I realize the audience can't hear him, but Mitchell's
All right, Drew, don't
counting all
take
the
your shirt off.
peppers
They don't like
on our
that.
pepper plant.
Different crowd this week, I think.
Pretty a pepper.
Yeah, it's more parents in Georgia.
How much do you guys want to pay me to eat
There's
raw
10 now.
rice?
There's 10 now.
Oh, I'll take it.
Update on the
Kennedy
Hollywood
fan
Shop.
club wants Daniel to say nice things about Kennedy, but I'm going to go ahead and veto that because we're going to lose. We're going to
Kennedy's
lose
cute and
subscribers.
she's nice and she's great.
Alright, stop.
This is the pinnacle of our live stream.
Yeah, take it back outside.
Yeah.
Here we go. Train number 1.
Okay.
That bike's like the one on the video.
Do you guys want to eat a pepper on camera?
Not particularly.
That wouldn't be the worst thing I've
They're
done.
not the worst to eat.
I ate a whole
Why is
roast
it so
pepper once.
good?
That was the worst thing.
All right. Well, here's a topic idea. What about the most like struggle bus meal you've ever eaten since you got in college? Like one time I survived off of. Well, actually, just today I ate like 3-day-old calamari
Oh my.
that I reheated in the microwave.
Well, it was in the
So-
fridge, so it's not like.
Well, yeah, but
That's not
calamari
That's
in
not
East Tennessee.
surviving.
Yeah, there's like 3 pieces of calamari left. That was my lunch.
I ate one of those pieces, or I ate a piece of calamari that was on the plate.
Oh, was it good?
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll go next. The communion bread at chapel's a little dry.
When it's a false, I don't know what it, but when they do the communion, it's a pie crust. Right? Pie crusts are amazing. I
Yeah.
love pie crusts.
Pie crust originated in ancient Israel. You didn't know that?
Shut your lying mouth.
It's in Leviticus.
Aaron, did you just eat rice?
No.
Yes.
Maybe.
All right. Well, we know Aaron's most struggle meal. It's raw
His
rice.
name is actually Sharon
I
now.
can tell you my worst struggle meal, but it happened outside of college.
All right. Well, let's hear it.
One time I was sleeping over at my friend's house, and in the morning, his dad was gone, so we didn't have anybody to make us food. So we were like, alright, cool. So we went to the fridge and we got tortillas and bacon and potato chips. And
Oh.
wrapped it up. Everything was cold, and it was actually not bad.
Wait, raw bacon?
No, it was cooked. It was cooked.
Gloria wants to know how many times we ate in the cafeteria or the grill this week.
Once.
We ate in the grill twice.
I ate in the grill. I ate in the grill once.
I ate in the grill every day.
And the calf 0 times.
Wait.
The past 3 mornings I've eaten.
The fireside grill down the bottom.
I don't go to the grill.
It's generally better than the calf, but it's inconsistent.
Yeah.
Depends on who's working.
I've had well, just today I grabbed a Chick-fil-A sandwich from the grill at like 3 o'clock. Pro tip for people on campus, on Chick-fil-A days, you can go after like the lunch rush, and they'll still have Chick-fil-A sandwiches left over. So grab you one.
If
Avoid
you didn't
the
already
lines.
know this, then get off my stream, Mom, please.
You can stay on the stream, Brent's mom. Don't listen to him. He's just a hater.
I mean, it's not really a good. We got to work on quality content.
All right.
Also, our hashtag family values.
I don't think we ever promised quality content.
I have a slightly. Wait, what was the word we're using? Like for the food?
Struggle bus meals.
Struggle bus meal. It was only a slightly struggle bus meal, but also it gives me a chance to roast Sam Bratton. So you know, I was making lunch today. I had eggs, sausages, like the little itty bitty sausages, Little Smokies. That's also my rap name. Little Smoky. And
straight from the Smoky Mountains.
You didn't rap that.
And onion.
My rap name.
Onion.
Rappers have layers.
We tour together.
I love that.
New album dropping this spring. Lil Smokey featuring Onion. Coming at you. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at telling stories because I pause and go on rabbit trails. Or bunny
And
trails.
you talk about pausing them.
What am I talking about? Oh, I was making lunch, and so I did it with one burner, and it wasn't going. I had it on high for a few minutes. It wasn't cooking at all. Changed to another burner, nothing. I used all 4 burners before I figured out that our stove was just not working, and I thought, man, Milligan just needs to step up its game, or I need to put in a work request or whatever. Come to find out later, Sam, my beautiful sweet mate, had cleaned. He had cleaned the stove, which was very nice of him, but he didn't figure out that he needs to the electric ones. I guess you need to like plug back in.
Oh yeah.
Into like a certain socket, and he just like had them sitting there. So it didn't work.
A classic case of
What is that
unplugging
then?
the
So
electric stove.
I had 2 peanut butter and jelly
Oh, you
sandwiches
clean it?
instead for lunch. And
Well, that's not
Doritos.
that wasn't the question.
That wasn't so bad. Right?
It wasn't so bad.
PB&J is acceptable. It's not super struggle. All right, Jelly, what's your most struggle bus meal?
I actually can't think of one off the top of my head.
Look at Bobby Flame
I
here.
try not to struggle.
If you can't
too
take
much
the
with
stream,
my
get out of the
meals.
kitchen.
That's fair.
If you can't take the kitchen.
All right, let's hear Aaron's struggle bus meal.
Okay, so Milligan doesn't know what the word vegetarian is, so there's no vegetarian options in the calf. So freshman year, I hopped on the struggle bus. And
Aaron, they're barely doing gluten. We're
Okay,
working
back
on
to my
one thing at a
problems, okay?
time.
And so I would want to eat, and 2 of my favorite foods are tomatoes and ranch. So I would fill a bowl with tomatoes and then put ranch on them, and that's what I would eat for lunch and dinner. And I just had tomatoes and ranch for lunch and dinner for like 3 weeks straight. But tomatoes are super acidic, so literally all of a sudden I woke up and I had cold sores, like my whole mouth, because from all the acid. And I couldn't eat tomatoes and ranch for like a month and a half. That's my story.
Ouch. Here's another unfortunate story for Aaron. We went to work a Science Hill game, and she had told the crew beforehand. They provide meals for us when we work the Science Hill games. And she had asked beforehand that, she have a vegetarian option. And Applebee's obliged by sending us salads covered in copious amounts of bacon. So, poor.
I took the lettuce and I dipped it in the ranch, and then I took the tomato pieces and I just took apart the salad because I couldn't get rid of the bacon.
So, good one, Applebee's. We see what you think of vegetarians now.
You mean vegetarians don't eat bacon?
Bacon's a plant, right?
What if the pig that they're eating was a vegetarian in its life?
Well,
There's a thought.
Wait, so if Erin is a vegetarian in her life, does that mean we can eat her?
That's cannibalism. That's different.
That's a little messed up, man.
I imagine that would be a sore spot for Mitchell after his sad pet story.
Guys, what we need to work on is not having every stream turn to cannibalism at the end.
Yeah.
It scares people. We have 6 viewers now.
Tune in next week to find out how we deviate away from cannibalism.
Ooh, that's calculus. That's.
Let's not talk about math.
Cannibalism's fine, but.
Speaking of math,
Matt just entered. Speaking of math, we have a math in here. Matthew. Turn the stream off.
Let's look at the sin wave that is our viewer count over the past 2 hours.
The only sin I'm hearing right now is what's coming out of your mouth. Guys, this is a stream. Guys, you're killing the stream, and we're about to end it.
I don't know what's happening.
Not the stream.
I'm about to end it.
Shut up, Sharon.
You just have to turn off the stream button. Jeez.
Shut up, Marikel.
Oh no!
Let's take a quick.
What just happened?
Why do I have a mic? I shouldn't have been giving a mic.
No, I worked so hard for you to get a mic.
You did, but the only reason I got one was after Colton said that.
Oh yeah, give me that back.
Oh. No.
The power's gone to his head.
So Brad doesn't watch these?
Who's Brad?
Bread.
Oh, yeah.
You mean bread, Mangus?
We can get Brad to watch this.
Shouldn't you be biking? Oh. Felt that.
We're running out of ideas. As you can see from the 2 behind us, we're clearly running out of ideas.
Also, as you can tell from the past 2 hours of streaming.
This entire show so far.
Our entire lives.
I think we started out without ideas.
We are.
How come Daniel didn't sing Big Green Tractor?
Okay.
Well, I tried to sing something, but there was just mass pandemonium. And our, no, that's okay. Trust me, I wasn't complaining. I'm not known for my singing prowess.
Big Green Tractor was pretty good.
That's true. We kind of set the bar too high
Rock
there.
me.
Okay, everybody. It's about that time of night. The girls have got to go. And Noah also, for some reason.
He's married.
Yeah, he's married.
Yeah,
So we're going to basically just kick him out here in a little bit. Drew, if you want to go ahead and play us out. Okay, that was pathetic.
That was it. That's the end.
We'll see you guys.
Anyways, so tune in this Saturday. We're going to start our very first episode of The Thursday Show, Saturday edition, wherein we start playing through a live playthrough of Life is Strange
Before the Storm,
the second episode. And at the end, there's a surprise.
It's Brent.
All right, tune in Saturday. Thank you all very much for watching.
Thanks very much for watching.
We love every one of you. Tune in Saturday.
Roll the out.
Oh my God! The mics are still hot.
I'm gonna